Hey guys. First of all, nobody freaking judge me, okay? Nobody judge me. I just did my self-tanner a couple hours ago. I haven't done the rinse yet, so calm down. Nobody make fun of my tan right now. I actually, I'm gonna do my lashes because as you can see, some freaking missing. So anyways, it's been about a week and, we need to redo these bad boys. And I know you guys like watching the lashes because I know that you like learn how to do it better. And, I'm going to put this on here if you want my self-tanner stuff. A lot of people have been asking what self-tanner I use. And then also my lashes. So I have a discount link for the lashes and a discount link for my self-tanner stuff, which by the way, I just started using it and it's probably the favorite one that I've used so far. So part 2 is coming for that story. I'm sorry I made you guys wait. So anyways, yeah, do the, there's the link for the things. If you want to comment, just comment one of those things. So anyways, I'm going to do my lashes. So as you can see, these two kind of bit the dust this morning. So I want to show you how, when I take this off, you don't have to like they don't rip off your lashes. Like they're really, really good too. They're really, really gentle. So when I pull it from the bottom and just kind of gently lift, it's been about a week and you see how it just gently comes off. And then I can save this and then I can like clean it and reuse these. So that's the one thing I really like about the Lashify is that you can totally reuse them and they're really, really easy to do. So you see how like they I don't know, like it's not concrete, right? But they stay on for 100,000 years. Like they will stay on for a long time. Granted, I'm not someone who like, I don't try to get them wet. Like if I take a shower, I don't let the water like, roll over my eyes too much or whatever, but they do get wet a little bit. But look, it doesn't pull out any of your lashes or anything. Like they're really gentle. Hey, Amanda, it's so good to see you. I'm sorry I haven't texted you back. I was just recording the podcast and I've been, what did I do today? I was recording the podcast. I had to do my self-tan, a little bit of, I did my, devotional and just kind of, I don't know, did everything I had to do today. So now I'm getting ready for like a cowgirl theme party tonight, which is so fun. Yes, 100,000 years. So I use the glue that comes with the Lashify stuff. So you can see that like I just took those off my lashes and you can see there's still some glue on there. So how I get the glue off is I use hold on, there's this stuff. Where is it? Lashify has this melt away stuff. And so you just use this on your lashes and it'll like get rid of all of the glue and stuff. Pasty Girl. Thank you. Pasty Girl, that's the tan stuff. So you guys use my discount link. Just comment pasty. You can go get the tan stuff. It's so good. I got like literally one of everything and I'm so excited for it. Girl, we want to get, the podcast is called The Dating Detectives. We want to get Teresa, what's her name, on Risa Tisa. We want to get her on the podcast so bad because she is legitimately describing a dogfish. Will you wear your boots and a hat? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to take this melt away stuff from Lashify and I'm just going to use a little bit of it and I'm going to basically just like melt that off my lashes. Yes, she's Who the Fuck Did I Marry is what her series is called. She has a 50-part, 7 hours long something, whatever, about her ex-husband, and it has blown up. Oh, we're coming to Australia this year. Are you so excited? Australia, the UK, and I think Mexico, but I think Mexico isn't until early next year, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. And they change stuff all the time. So, okay. So right now I'm just getting all of that glue. It's just kind of melting off my lashes and it just kind of rubs right off. Don't worry about my self-tan also. So if you're new to self-tanning, just so you know, when you're, I want to come to Australia. I want to meet a kangaroo. I'm in Florida. How does it work if you have eye allergies? I'm not really sure. I guess it depends on what specifically you have an allergic reaction to or whatever. But I just kind of it doesn't affect me at all. So I think you might have to try it for yourself, or maybe look at the ingredients and see like what may or may not work for you. But anyways, what I was saying about the self tanner is if you are someone who self tans, you'll notice that like your face will usually be lighter than the rest of your body, only because like you're washing your face at night. Like every night, every morning I wash my face, right? So, but that's okay, because there's a the brand, the Pasty Girl brand, has a it's a face bronzer, and so you can use that before you use your makeup, and it'll help to match everything. So like I come up to here with the mitt, like when I'm doing my self tanner, I come up to my neck, and the rest is just, I use like a brush to apply my self tanner on the face, and then right before I do my makeup, I put a little bit of the bronzing stuff. But you'll see that it works really well. Like you don't have to go crazy on your face. So, but anyways, okay, so now I've taken that glue pretty much off my lashes. There's no more chunks of glue. Yeah, we're on Spotify. Actually, believe it or not. So I don't know why I say believe it or not. Like we don't deserve it. The Dating Detectives, actually, because our podcast kind of blew up kind of quickly. I'm just letting all that dry so I can start over. We kind of, like, Spotify took us on and assigned us a manager. So we have a Spotify manager directly focused to, like, the Dating Detectives. And so they are helping us to, like, grow even more. And so we actually, for the second time this year, our podcast was actually on the editor's pick for true crime. So I thought that was really cool that, like, our podcast is, I don't know, we're like editor's pick for true crime, and I guess everybody's really liking it, so that's really cool. Okay, so every time I do my lashes, this is what I start with. I start with the Whisper Light Flexible Bond, and if you want the discount link for the Lashify, just comment lashes, and if you want the self-tan stuff, just comment pasty. Why is it frozen? I don't know why it froze. Anyways, okay, so this is the bond that I used first, and this is the stuff that looks like mascara. Who the fuck did I marry? She's on TikTok. I thought you got people dates. What do you mean? Oh, because the Dating Detectives. Actually, we were talking about if you're a Patreon subscriber to the Dating Detectives, we actually do once a month. We do a live, and Hannah's my co-host. We get together and we do a live, and so our Patreon live is tomorrow. And so the Patreon, it's only like $5 a month to join the Patreon. You get like 2 bonus episodes of the podcast a month. But we were talking about doing like a classifieds, like if you're part of like the Dating Detectives clan, like maybe there's like a nice fella who's a fan of the Dating Detectives, and there's a nice lady who's a fan of the Dating Detectives, and we can like vet them for you. So you know that when you're dating this person that like they're not a jerk, you know what I mean? Like or at least not yet, because I will fully vet them. So anyways, I'm just putting this bond on like mascara. So I just go from root to tip. I don't know what frosting is. What is frosting? Help me to understand. Okay, so this is root to tip on the bond, and it kind of makes your lashes like tacky, not like wet, but like tacky, like bug legs. You know how bug legs are like a little bit weird and sticky. Kind of like that. Why do I know that bug legs are sticky? I don't like bugs. It's fine. I don't do critters. I especially don't do frogs. Like, I will lose my fucking mind. Sorry. I will lose my mind over a frog. Like, do not put a frog near me. Like, I'm not interested. I don't want to look at a frog. I don't want to look at a video of a frog. I just, ugh. They're too, like, I don't like how they're just unpredictable. Like, they could just jump at any time and just, woo, like, there you are. There's the frog. I cannot. I don't do jump scared. I can't. I'm not interested. So like, but I also live in Florida, and people that have like, they've seen my pool like in a video or something, they're like, why does everyone in Florida have like cages around their pool? And I'm like, because everything wants to kill you. Alligators, frogs, bugs, lizards, like I can't, I'm not interested. Once you get to Whisper Light, use a liner brush to brush it up your lashes. Oh, you can do that too. I've never done that before, but you can kind of do that. Yeah, we're not doing frogs. Stop it. Boys teach you all about the creepy crawl. Yeah, my son is not like, I think because he sees that I don't like it. And so he's like, yeah, I don't like frogs either. But I think he's just trying to be like my friend. But he teases me with them sometimes. And I'm like, Ryan, stop it. Okay, so now I did the mascara looking stuff, right? So that's the bond that looks like this. Looks like a mascara wand. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Anybody can do that, right? Now I'm going to use this side that's like, it looks like Elmer's glue, right? It's just like a white glue. I think this is what you were talking about with the frosting, right? So this is the part that goes like right here along your waterline. It kind of like, you just kind of put a little bit of that, what's it called? Elmer's glue stuff. I don't know what it's called. Whisper Light. I don't know if it's both called Whisper Light or if it's just this stuff. But anyways, so you just kind of put this at your waterline. Except I kind of get it all over. It's fine. And if it gets in your eyeball, it doesn't burn. So like, it's fine. I mean, maybe don't put it in your eyeballs, but like, it's fine. See how it's kind of like, it's all up my lashes. Anyway, so this will create like an extra bond. I don't know what the difference is. Don't ask me. But I will tell you that they like you need them both. So this is just how I do it. This is how I learned to do it. And my lashes last they'll last almost 2 weeks. Usually I end up taking them off before then, just because by that time, like they have, eyeshadow on them or whatever. And so by that time I want to redo them and just make them look fresh, but you can do whatever you want. I'm not your mama. I ain't your mama. I do frost on accident, apparently. So if that's what you meant by frosting, then I do it. Listen, no one said, listen, just do as I say, don't do as I do, okay? When you watch the girls on the Lashify website, like the cool thing about Lashify though is when you go to their website, they actually have like real tutorials, like, and they're really good close-up tutorials. But if you want to see a hot mess tutorial, come here and I will give you the hottest mess tutorial. But it's like it's real life, right? Okay, so now that I have those on there, so the white stuff dries clear, right? And now it's all like sticky and tacky and it's ready for the things, right? I don't know what they're called. The gossamers, the lashes, whatever. So these are the ones I've been using lately. These are the ones I've been starting with, is the EE, which is like extra extreme 18. And so how long does a tube of the bond last? Hey Sandy, it's like, I would say several months, like probably at least 3 to 4 months. Like it should last you a long time. You listen to Dogfish Mom? You guys, if you have not heard the Dogfish Mom episode on my podcast, The Dating Detectives, listen to me. There is a woman who came on and she spoke about her mom getting with and like with her husband. Her mom and her husband. Y'all, wild ride. It was insane. You have to go listen to that episode. Okay, so they come like this in these little, like, see how they're individual little spaces for those individual lashes? And then I just like pull it out real gently. And this is, if you're like an idiot when it comes to this stuff, I am too. I was. And it's really, really easy. So I promise you, like, if you're like, I'm dumb, I can't do that stuff, then welcome to the club. And yes, you can. Let me get my little mirror here. Could you imagine? Like, I couldn't even, you guys, my mom is a lesbian. And so like, I'm like, thank God. Like, my mom's been with her wife for like, I don't know, 15, 16 years, something like that. And, if she wasn't, like, I don't know how secure I would feel after hearing that woman's story and like just hearing that like her mom banged her husband. Like, what the hell? Like, go do something with yourself. Okay. So I like to start on the outer corners. You can start however you want. This is how I do it. Yeah, Dogfish Mom was crazy. Thank you for listening, by the way. Okay, so I like to start on the outer corner, and I like to leave out just a couple of lashes, because if I go too far to the corner, I find that it like droops a little bit. So I recommend, but do what you want, just coming in a little bit and placing them there. See how I left out like a couple of lashes? But again, like, listen, if you're like, she told me to do it this way and it's wrong, well, don't blame me. This is just how I do it. I said you don't have to do it this way if you don't want to. So don't come at me, bro. Anyway, so then I go in with a second one. So I do 18, 18. So I go 2 of these, and then I'll go in with like the shorter, or do I do 18? No, I do 18 and 18, right? I don't remember, but we're going to do it today. So 18, and then I do another one right next door to it. Just bloop, like literally side by side. And it's just like you're creating a line with the spines or whatever. You're just lining them up. Lining them up side by side. And one thing that I would recommend is when you're doing these, make sure that they are not touching that water line, because then you'll feel it and it's really uncomfortable. But if they're not touching that water line, you cannot feel them. Like, they're really comfortable. And these are comparable to, if you want something more budget friendly. Like, these aren't expensive. They're really not expensive for the amount that you get and the quality of them. And you can reuse these probably 5 or 6 times. Oh, this is the sleepy tie. Oh, have you heard of the sleepy tie? Oh my God, I love this thing. It's so cool. I'll show you in a second. What was I saying? I don't remember. This is what size is this? Oh, this is the 17. So 18, 18, 17. Like, well, Pasty is for the self tan, and it's Pasty Girl is the name of her company, is the name of the self tan stuff. So that's why it's Pasty. Don't make fun of me. Whatever. Don't make fun of me. Sorry guys, I have ADHD. I can't stay focused. Sandy. No, I don't, but I guess you could. This is a magnified. This is Saint's, the one from Saint, the magnified mirror. From the Saint. Do your tweezers ever stick to your real lashes? Yeah, sometimes when I mash them together to like make them stay, they'll stick, but then I'll show you in a second. Like, it's really easy to come right off. Oh, yes. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry, you guys. I for real have ADHD. So the less expensive option, although these are really affordable considering how many you get and how long they last and how many times you can reuse them. But another option is if you go to Walmart and go to the Falscara. It's like a whole set of Falscaras, and they'll last you a good long time. Probably like, I would say 3 or 4 days. And then I find that whenever you go to wash them and reuse them, they don't last as long. So I think you get more wear out of the Lashify, but that's just my experience. And also I've tried probably like every single lash brand that there is, like the DIY lashes, and these, I always go back to these ones. So I promise you, I have literally tried and tested every other single brand that probably ever existed. And then now I'm going to do the 16. So I do 18, 18, 17, 16. So this is my lash map. That's what they call a lash map. You can do this however you want. Like, there's some people who do like the tallest ones in the middle, and then they do the shortest ones on the outer corner. I do the tall, and then I go in. I guess it depends on your eye shape, or to be honest with you, it's just freaking preference. Like, do whatever you want. You know what I mean? And once you get your control kit, which use my link, comment lashes, and it'll send you the link to my control kit, and then to get a discount on it. And then once you get your control kit and you try those lashes, then you can decide if you want to go like bigger. And I think for the control kit, they give you A, which is amplify, B, which is bold, and C, which is curl. And then you can choose like which ones you want from there. So this is like, I use 4 Gossamers. I don't know what Gossamers is, but that's these. Anyways, it's 18, 18, 17, 16. Did you see one of the Lashify ladies calling out lilac for stealing? No. I try to stay away from the drama. No, but I didn't see that. I feel like, I mean, anybody can just start a lash company. You know what I mean? Like, if it copies someone, then, like, I guess it, like, I don't know. Do you just gatekeep lashes? I don't know. But I really like, you can tell the difference in the quality, in my opinion. Okay, so now the other side, and this is where it gets tricky because you have to really learn how to use your, I don't know what to call these things, mashers. I call them the mashers because you mash and like squeeze everything onto your eye. Anyway, so you take your masher and now you're coming like across your face to kind of place it here. Yeah, I save all of these, Jolie. Is that your name, Jolie? That's really pretty. I'll save it for you for sure. So I will kind of like hold it like you're going to feed soup to your under lash it to your whatever. They are claiming they invented the lash system. They have patents on their products. Yeah, but you can still like, you can redo something as long as you don't steal like the formula, right? Or like the exact whatever. I don't know the laws on that. But I'm sure it's possible to like create something that's very similar or the same, you know, and still be totally different. But again, I don't know what the rules are. This one thing I like about these two, by the way, is like I said, if you're an idiot when it comes to this stuff, okay? And a lot of us are like, I can't do that. I'll poke my eyeball out, right? If you place it and you don't like where it is, just pull it off and put it right back. Like this is something that you saw I did the glue a little while ago, and no mascara, just the bond that looks like mascara, that's a glue, and then the white stuff. But I like that it doesn't dry immediately, so you can really take your time, place your lashes where you want them, and really give it, like, you can really, it's a great time to do, like, me time. You know what I mean? Like, just self-care and do your lashes and do whatever else makes you feel pretty. Which I think a lot of us probably don't do. And all y'all know that you don't take care of yourself enough. None of y'all do. I know you don't. I can't, and I use magnetic. I cannot do the magnetic ones. Oh my God. I can't for the life of me. Yeah, so everything comes in a control kit. So that when you comment lashes and I send you I have it set up to automatically send you the link to the lashes. I think it'll send the self-tan stuff too, because I think I put them together. But anyways, and then you get a discount with that link on a control kit. And it comes with the glue, the masher things, and then like your lashes and all the things. And I think the control kit that you get a discount on comes with like the mirror. And I think it's even lighted, like it has a light around it or whatever. But you just kind of take your time and go through and just place your lashes right where you want them. And then if you don't like the placement or like it's crooked or whatever, then you just pick it up and you put it right back. It really is much more user-friendly than you might think. If you've been, I was getting my lashes done like at the salon. And after, first of all, I had to go like every week because after a couple days, they would just get so like bald in my lashes. Like I would just lose lashes so quickly. And then it was like expensive to keep going back. I had to go back so often. And then I got allergic to the glue. So then I was like, I need another alternative. And I was tired of putting on like the strip lashes every single day. So then I was like, all right, let me try these. And this is what I've been doing for 2 years. And it's just like, I just love waking up with my lashes on, you know, and sometimes it's just something simple like that makes you feel put together, is just the lashes, you know? So I don't know. I think it's good for like, I don't know, self-confidence a little bit. Okay, so I did 18, 18, 17, and you see how I'm just like lining them up? See how the spines are just lined up next to each other? If you're just getting on this live, you guys, don't make fun of my tan. I self-tanned and it hasn't rinsed yet. So give me a minute. Give me some time. Hold on. Let me make sure I don't miss any comments. Oh, so they don't, when I sleep, they don't come off. Like and I'm a sleeper too. Like I sleep heavy on my face and they don't, self-care is hard, but you have to do it. But yeah, I sleep really heavy on my face and these will last for 2 weeks. If I don't touch them, they will last for 2 weeks. However, before, like usually around the 7 to 10 day mark, I start seeing like the eyeshadow and all this stuff kind of starting to cake in there. And so that's when I choose to pull them off and redo them, but they'll last even longer. I have to use normal tweezers. That makes sense. Like that makes sense. The tweezers are a little bit easier because they have the flat tip. Yeah, if you're paying to get your lashes done every month, like definitely try the Lashify. I really think you'll like them. They're really, really pretty. Hold on. Jen, you got the allergic reaction too? And my lash girl said that that's common, that like people don't have a reaction and then they do. Oh, the OnlyFans pimp episode. You just listened to it? Crazy, right? In freaking sane. So the DK225, so they were talking about the J episode. The J is the name of the OnlyFans pimp. We named him the OnlyFans pimp. He basically manipulated. Oh my God, they have so many sizes. They have so many sizes to choose from. You could, if you have long lashes, you could probably just add volume. Anyway, so this guy, basically, he's like in his 30s and he manipulated so many like 20-year-olds to go on OnlyFans, even though they said they didn't want to. And he like played into their emotions and he basically gaslit them. He manipulated them and he basically just like told them like, hey, go get on OnlyFans and the money that you earn, I'm going to take 50% of it. And the fact that like they told him they didn't want to do these things. And he was like, no, you're going to do this. Like I'm your boyfriend and I love you and whatever. And so he basically just like, he pimped them out on OnlyFans. There's no other word for it. Like that's what he did. Awful, awful, awful. So I'm just squeezing these together to kind of mash. This is why I call them mashers, because I just mash it. So it like, what do they call it? Fusing. You fuse them. That's like the fancy word, whatever. Anyways, I told Hannah and Molly. Hannah is my co-host and Molly's the producer of the podcast. And I told them, I said, I either want to start our own nonprofit for victims of what I call dogfish, which are basically these people who are absolute frauds. And I want to set aside like a fund for them and I want to raise money for them and provide them with like legal, like some of them can't afford, a lot of them can't afford like legal protection, like reaching out to an attorney to help get them like a restraining order and stuff like that. Like I want to create a fund that helps to protect these women and helps to give back to them, because I didn't realize, I don't think any of us did when we started this podcast, how much of a platform this would be for victims of dogfish. And it's men too. It's mostly women that call in and tell their story, but it's men too. How do I choose which size? So look at, if you go to the Google machine and type in like Lashify and then type in A, B, A is, what's the A one again? B is bold, C is curl, and A is amplify, and look online and it'll show you like what different sizes look like. And then you can choose from there. So when you get your control kit, you choose one of those. And then once you try those, then try the other ones and see what you think. Like you can be like, oh, these are really short. I need to go longer, or I need to go shorter, or whatever. How do you take off your eyeshadow with the lashes on? I'm worried about lash longevity, but making sure I can properly clean my face. Yes, so that's a good question. So I took, when I take off my eyeshadow, so at the end of the day, when I wash my face, I use the Peach and Lily ginger makeup melt. It's like it's like a makeup melt oil or something, but it's not really oily. Anyways, I just put it all over and I like basically melt my makeup off, right? Then I use my makeup eraser with warm water and I wipe it all off. So all the makeup kind of gets wiped off, right? Then, and I do it here too. So I use my makeup eraser right here for my eyeshadow. And then whenever I cleanse my face, I use the Benefit Pore Clearing Cleanser. It's my favorite one so far. And when I use that, same thing. So when I cleanse my face, I use the water and kind of put it all over. And then I use my my makeup eraser and again, wash my face with all of that. And then when I'm getting in here on my eyeshadow, it won't affect your lashes. But whenever I get to the very, very end, like my very last step is I take one of these black charcoal Q-tips. You can get these on Amazon. Lashify has them also. And basically take some of the micellar water. Any brand will probably work, but I use this micellar water, and you just get a little bit on your Q-tip and you just cleanse right here along your lashes. Look at that one keeps sticking. After it dries, it won't stick anymore. Anyways, and I just kind of clean up my eyeshadow all around with like one of the black Q-tips. The black Q-tips won't leave the white fuzzies. And so if it does leave a fuzzy, it's not very noticeable. And so these are really, really great. That with just some micellar water, and I've never had a problem. And I never get like eye boogers or eye fungus. Like everything comes really, really clean. So that's how I do it. I should do a video sometime on how I clean my lashes, because that's actually a common question. It's like, how do you clean around your lashes without taking them off? I'm going to double mash these. So I'm going to go back through and just mash them pretty good. It's really, I'm telling you guys, they're really easy. I know they look like super intimidating, but they're really easy. And it kind of like, especially if you like how you look, like if you, to me, I just feel like when I look in the mirror and I have my lashes, I'm like, oh, it's just a little bit of confidence, even when you're not wearing makeup, right? And so, I feel like, I know, I'm going to show you this in just a second because this is really cool. Like, you got to get one of these. This is really, really neat. But anyways, whenever, like, you get to the end, like, when you want to do your lashes again and you just keep doing them, like, over and over, you'll start to see that it just gets easier and easier. And if you just explore with, like, the different lengths and the different styles and sizes, I think that you'll really like that a lot. But it forces you, in my opinion, like one reason I really like them is because it forces you to sit down and spend some time on yourself. Like I usually, usually I do it when I do it on a video because I know you guys like to see this stuff, but, a chunk of glue. If you're sitting by yourself and you're just kind of like self-care time, like listen to a podcast or something, or listen to music or just something that allows you to just take care of you for a few minutes. You know, I feel like most of us are women, and a lot of times we don't spend a lot of time caring for ourselves. And so we basically, like, we're not filling our cup, you know, and sometimes it's just as simple as doing something for yourself that just kind of, I don't know, forces you to fill your own cup. And if that means, oh, I got that thing of glue. If that means sitting down and doing your lashes and giving yourself like, 20 minutes of alone time, like you have to. It's so, so important. You have to take care of yourself. You have to give yourself, like you have to fill your cup. I love the Dating Detectives podcast. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it so much. We appreciate the support and everything. I'm blown away. Like, do you guys know who, have you heard of Dirty John? So Dirty John, if you haven't heard of it, you can catch the Dirty John, is it a movie or a series? I think it was a series on Netflix. That's actually a true story. So a man basically, in short, a man married a woman who was well-to-do, and he told her that he was a doctor. And, oh, thank you. These are by Nail Junkie 615. She's the one who does all my custom press-ons. He said that he was a doctor. He was not a doctor. He totally lied about everything, right? So anyways, he marries this woman. She has daughters, and the daughters are like a little bit older or whatever. And they were like, something is wrong with him. Like something is off, whatever, right? So, he basically lied. He was a drug addict and he was all these things, but the wife never saw it. She was like, no, but he's a good guy. I love him. He's a surgeon. He was not. Anyway, so he basically like fooled the mom completely, right? Well, whenever, one of the daughters, her name is Tara Newell, and she actually was at her apartment at one point, and he had come to try and kill her, and he brought a knife, and he was literally trying to stab her dead. Like, he wanted her to die, right? So he attacked her in the parking lot of her apartment community, and she somehow miraculously grabbed the knife as he was over her, and she zombied him right in the eye, like right in the eyeball, right? So that's what happened. Like, that is literally what happened. So that part of the show is accurate. She said, we had her on the podcast and kind of talked to her a little bit. It's called Dirty John. And she said that most of it is kind of accurate, but it's for TV. So it's kind of like some of it is not really completely accurate, whatever. But she said that part where she gets attacked was really pretty accurate. Anyway, so she kills him before he could kill her. She totally killed him in self-defense, like totally zombied him. Like, and I don't remember which, I think it was called the OG Dogfish, like Dirty John, the OG Dogfish, but it was Tara Newell. That's the name of the woman who he tried to kill. That's the daughter. Anyways, so she actually has a podcast called Survivor Squad Pod. And she's really interesting to listen to. And, you know, a lot of people are really, like, they're hating on her. Like, they're like, oh, you murdered him, blah, blah. And she's like, I was literally trying to defend myself. Like, what do you want from me? Anyways, it's awful. Anyway, so I'm going to be on her podcast on Wednesday. Her and I have become friends. And, oh my gosh, really? That's so crazy. She is like my true crime, like, hero. Like, she is someone that basically said, you're gonna fuck around and find out. And like, she's little. She's I was sitting on a couch next to her. She's like half my size. Like, I'm a big girl, but like, she's little. And for her to overcome such, like he's a big man, you know what I mean? Like, obviously the strength is different there. But anyways, for her to overcome such an attack and to survive it was really, really, I was just so inspired by her. And I love that she, like, the whole time she followed her gut instinct. Like, she knew something was wrong. She tried to tell the mom, but the mom was like, well, he's my husband. I don't know, should we tell you? Like, I love him. And so kind of like that, like, obviously there's more to it, but anyways, just the fact that she really followed her gut instinct and it saved her life, and she was able to kill her attacker, and like, she was able to, like, you're done. We're done with you, you know? So anyways, it's a very, very interesting story. She's amazing. So if you like true crime, yeah, listen to Dating Detectives, but also Survivor Squad Pod is really good. Okay, so this thing, I'm going to take this out because I have to go, like, get ready to go for the party tonight. This is called a sleepy tie, and it's really, really cool. I don't have a link for this. I wish that I did, but it's really, really neat. I've been using this forever. So this thing, basically, it's a scrunchie that, like, have you seen those heatless curlers? And it's like this big long rod and you, like, wrap your hair around it. This is kind of the same concept. So I basically just, like, wrap. This is really, my hair was straight last night. Usually if your hair is curly, then you put it up in that and it's really great. But anyways, you just wrap your hair up in that at nighttime, and it's silk. So it helps with breakage. And then I also sleep on, like, a silk pillowcase to help not, you know, break the hair or whatever, but it's silky. So when you put your hair up in a ponytail and you wrap your hair around this thing, and then once your hair is wrapped around it, you take this part and you just wrap it around so that you have this really nice silk bun around your hair, and it just makes it, see how shiny and pretty it's still, like, it was not, I've had it up in that all day because I've been just, like, piddling around the house and doing stuff I need to do. But anyways, you can, if you have, like, I'm someone who curls my hair. And so if you have your hair curled and you put it up in that thing and then you take it out and it'll still be curled. And it's a really nice little, it's called Sleepy Tie. It's like, I don't know, 25 or 29 bucks or something. And I think you can only get it on the Sleepy Tie website. It's like as seen on TV, but now it's like a big, like, it's bigger than that. So the Sleepy Tie is really cool. And this one is a large. So if I have, my extensions are 22 inches, so they're really long. So if you have shorter hair, you can probably get, like, the medium or the small, but they have them in black. And it's just a really cool device. It's really, really neat. You can get the instructions for this on, like, YouTube, but it's really cool. It's just a really fancy way of, like, using that thing, but whatever. Anyway, so that's one thing that you can do is when you oil your hair, like if you're putting the oils and stuff in your hair and then you do that thing. It's really, really good. So I use this stuff. If you want the link to this stuff is really good too. This is on my Amazon. This is the Bumble and Bumble Repair Oil Serum. Really, really good stuff. Oh, my husband's on. Hi, babe. Also, you guys, I just blew snot out of my nose. It's fine. Did you see my reel I posted earlier? So I did the self-tan this morning, right? And by the way, if you want the link to the self-tan, you have to, it's so good. It's just comment pasty and they'll send you the link. But anyway, so it's a discount link and then you use the code and I give you a discount. Anyway, so I did my self-tanner and you have to if you've never done self-tanner, you have to rub it all on, whatever, and then you let it dry. And so I had to do my self-tanner, and then I was recording the podcast, but I couldn't come to the podcast, with no clothes on, while I'm drying. So I just threw on yesterday's dirty t-shirt and, was just, letting this stuff dry. So I have no pants on, and half my lash was missing. My hair is up in this crazy bun, and so I thought it was really funny. So my husband comes home, and I'm sitting at my podcast desk with, no pants on, my hair up in this crazy bun, and I'm missing half of an eyelash, and I look crazy because this self-tan is really, really fresh, and it was just really funny. And so I was telling, when we record the podcast, Molly and Hannah are on the video recording, so we're chatting, kind of video chatting with one another, and so it was really funny. I was like, do we have to record anything crazy? And they're like, no, we just have to record some ads and a couple pieces that are missing from the podcast. And so I was like, all right, good. Nothing can be recorded because I just did a self-tan or whatever. So I turn on the record, the button to go on to do the video recording. And they're like, oh, because my face is so self-tanner. So anyways, it's really fun stuff. It's good times. Anyway, so after I do my lashes and I finish up all my, let me brush this oil through. Once I finish up my lashes and I give it a couple of minutes, and then I go through and add there's a nighttime bond sealer thing. And then there's a waterproof sealer that you can use. There's all kinds of finishing touches that you can put on them. I'm gonna get my roots done Wednesday. I have an appointment Wednesday to go get my roots done. So anyways, go get the lashes. I think you'll really like them, especially if you just like to wake up and have your lashes done, do it. See, and then see how it's just not crazy. It's just, I don't know. I'm gonna curl it before the party tonight or whatever. Hi, baby. Are you downstairs? My husband just bought a new truck, so he's been playing with his truck. So I haven't seen him for 2 days. It's fine. And then he went to a car show today. So my husband drives a G8, which is a race car. It's 700 horsepower, whatever. And then I just bought him a truck. So now he's really excited. And I say I bought him a truck. I did something special. He bought a truck. Which sealer do you use? I use this one. This is the Night Bond Sealer, which is almost like a eyeliner. If you put it on, right on top along the lash line, you can probably use it as a pretend eyeliner too. And then this is the waterproof sealer. So this stuff you can use as a mascara, or you use that little ball and just kind of go over the spines. And so when everything's dry, this is what will remove the stickiness. So after a little while, it doesn't feel sticky or anything. But look. They're not bad. I'm telling you, they're really easy. You have to get used to it one time, but it's worth it. And I don't know, when you wake up in the morning, you just have your lashes done, and maybe sometimes you might not even want to wear makeup. And, sometimes it's just oh, my lashes are done. I'm good to go. Or just throw on some bronzer and then you feel kind of finished, Anyway, so I will make sure to save this and share it so that you can go back and watch this tutorial if you want, but it is really easy. I promise you. For idiots who don't know what they're doing with makeup and girly stuff, this is actually easy for dummies. Believe me, because I didn't know either. Oh, you have all your lashes again. Yes, I shut up. Because he walked in and I'm literally wearing no pants, none. Because it's a self-tanner day, so I'm not wearing pants. He walks in and I'm sitting at my podcast desk and these big old earphones and the microphone right in front of me. The girls are on the screen and he's like, And it's called Lashify. These are from Lashify. They're really easy. Anyways, okay, so which one gave you the bad reaction? Whichever one my the lash girl used. I don't know what kind they use at the lash salon or whatever, but that's the one I had a reaction to. But ever since I've been using the Lashify stuff, I've never had a reaction. Never. But I would say probably 4 to 6 weeks, I would guess, of getting the lash extensions, I had a reaction. And I was like, well, that's out. That lasted for a while. And look, because they're still tacky. She said that that's normal when people like are fine with the lash glue and then all of a sudden they have a reaction to it. She said it's totally common. I was like, okay, well, I'm out. So then I found these. Anyways, okay, I'm going to go get ready for a cowgirl party, which I'm really excited about. Tell her to try the Lashify and see what she thinks. She might really like them. But I'll make sure to post this so you guys can watch it again. Okay, I love you. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Bye, guys.